What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I rig up a weightless fluke. Alright guys, so there's two ways we can do this. We can do it with a 3/0 offset hook, or we can do it with a smaller hook and a hitch post. So first we're going to do the Texas rig, and then we'll do the hitch post with the smaller hook, which I already have rigged. Generally that's the way I do it. It's a better action, and what I learned from the tactical Bassin video is that fish is going to bite the head. So when using the bigger hook, and the hook point being in the back, it could come out of the fish's mouth easier. So when you nose hook these flukes, you actually have that hook right where the fish's mouth is going to be. And with the bass I caught last night, it did exactly that. It came in, it struck the head of it, and it was hooked, you know, right behind the front part, the hard part of the fish's lip, the crusher, or whatever you want to call it. Alright guys, so as we discussed before, we're going to go ahead and start with Texas rig. I'll go ahead and get out my 3/0 hook. Alright. And then we're just going to come center. Right to the curve, and then come out. And then we'll just go ahead and get it up there. And then we're going to use this, the side profile, to kind of figure out where the hook needs to go in. And then normally I just mark it with my thumb. Squish this dude up, and then come right up the middle. There we go, just like that. And we got a nice, flat, even profile both ways. Alright. You can pinch it forward a little bit, and then kind of skin hook it just a little bit. There we go. I can still feel the point, but it's buried, it's a little protected. And then you just tie your knot, and then that's going to be your Texas rig. That's going to work pretty much for a worm, lizard, any kind of creature bait. Just go up to that first curve and bring the hook through. Okay? And there you go. So that's the Texas rig fluke. Now this one's a little different. We're going to put this keeper in first. Alright. Alright, I'll just get out another fluke. I'm sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the screw side first. Hopefully you can see that. And then we have a part for the hook right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to screw that into the nose. We want to make sure we're centered as much as possible. And these are the smalls because we're using, these aren't the Magnum flukes, they're just the regular size flukes. And we're just going to keep turning it. Now here's the thing, you don't want to stop here, okay? You want it all the way in. So we're just going to keep, you know, this is not just the tip. We want to get the whole thing in there. That's what she said. Alright, so we're going to keep going. Alright, and we want it to where, where we can get that hook in it and get some of that plastic. So now we have it buried all the way in the center. And then we're going to take our number 2 drop shot hook, or you can use a open circle hook. I have some of those, but this worked just well. All right. And then what we're going to do is just come up through the bottom. And we're going to find, yep, I can feel the wire. And then I'm right in there. And let's get all this out of the way. And like I said, Tactical Bassin has a video on it. I'll put it in the description. He's already got the underwater footage and all that, so I don't have to go through the effort. You can just watch his video. And I totally give him a shout out and subscribe to his channel. It's a great channel. It's helped me out a lot. And this is a really cool way to rig up a soft plastic jerkbait. And, you know, I've never really been a fan of flukes or throwing flukes in the past, but you know, I know a couple guys that's their go-to is throwing a fluke. And you know, it's kind of sold me on the idea. And then after watching the video and seeing the action, I just watched a Scott Martin video today about rigging up a double fluke setup, and I might even try that as well. But I used it as, like I said, a fast follower for a frogfish. The fish was just too small after catching it. It's about a 10-inch, you know, maybe 8 or 10-inch bass, and just wasn't big enough to get a hold of that frog right. So when I threw this in, he was able to get the hook, and I was able to catch, you know, my first bass of the evening. But it has a really cool action when it swims, because this whole thing now is, you know, it's just it's free to move, to where with this it's not, it's just the tail. And I think, you know, and the pulling point is really more focused in the nose of the minnow, and I think that just adds, I mean, you're gonna get a lot more action out of that dude like that than you are, see, with that. I mean, and if they're gonna strike the head, why not just put the hook in the head? And you know, if that fish is gonna come up and bite it here where that hook is, it's better than the fish biting it here and praying this bigger hook back here is gonna get in it. Now, of course, if it's a bigger fish, I don't think it's, you know, that's gonna engulf the whole thing. But even, I mean, even if it strikes up here, you know, I'm still going to get a good hook set, to where if it's struck up here and I pull it, there's a potential that it's going to come out, and that's going to be a missed fish. So I'm going to keep throwing this. I'm going to keep fishing it. I really like the results. I love the action in the water. I actually like it better than I do a hard jerk bait. And I'm going to keep throwing it, and you know, keep posting vids on how it does. But I think this is going to be my preferred way of fishing a fluke. No, it's not playtime. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you... Really? I can't even do an intro. You're like a jealous girlfriend.